Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Sports Unlimited. I am here with the Franklin County Young Republicans Chairman, Joshua David Buzzard. How you doing, Josh?
I am good.
Okay, so we got a topic today that's very close to my heart. The Washington Redskins and this name change issue. You all don't know yet, but my friend Josh here is actually a Philadelphia Eagles fan.
I am.
And he is even against this change. Tell us why you're against it.
It is political correctness run wild. It's Harry Reid and the Democrats trying to find an issue that they can BS around instead of actually sitting down and working and getting stuff done for American citizens. It's just an issue to basically take their eyes off of the other scandals right now. It's nothing more than that. It's complete BS.
All right, I do agree with that. It's really, I totally agree. It's just like, why are you messing with a sports team? You got other issues to worry about. For instance, the situation that's going around in Iraq right now. But we're not going to get into that in this episode. We'll do that the next episode. But, I mean, really, I'm glad that Dan Snyder is standing up for what he believes in. I mean, even RG3 doesn't believe in this political correctness. It is tyranny. Ladies and gentlemen, there is also other stuff going around in the world of sports concerning Donald Sterling and this whole racist issue. But, it's not really racist. It ain't racist.
No. I mean, and what he said is completely wrong. But we're not defending what he said. But the fact is that it was a private moment, and something that was said behind closed doors was recorded, and he apparently didn't know it was recorded, which essentially violates his First Amendment constitutional rights. And now they air something that was said in a private moment to ruin his life, and now potentially force him to sell his team. That's definitely not. And I'm not saying it because I'm a Clippers fan. I'm saying it because I'm a constitutionalist. It was said behind closed doors. Again, it wasn't right, but you can't take something that someone says behind closed doors. Well, that's wrong. You have to sell your sports team now. That's ridiculous.
And I am glad that he is fighting this. He's actually going through with a lawsuit against the NBA, I believe for $2 billion. And he is rumored to have hired people to investigate other owners in the NBA. And I believe he's also getting people to investigate the commissioner. Which, I kind of wish Redskins would do that and get Roger Goodell out. Can't stand the guy. He's another one of Obama's minions. Really is. This political correctness stuff is ruining people's lives. Can't offend anybody.
Wasn't it like 2 or 3 weeks ago, it was Mark Cuban who said if he saw someone walking down the street with a hoodie, he'd go to the other side of the street.
Exactly.
So when are they selling the Mavericks?
Yeah,
it's
really.
ridiculous.
Really. I mean, yeah. It's ridiculous. This political correctness, you're afraid to defend anybody. I'll give another example. Phil Robertson of Duck Dynasty. Speaking his opinion on homosexuality. And what does he get? Fired from A&E for 2 weeks, and then people spoke out against it. No Phil, no show.
Yeah.
And, it's his beliefs. I feel like in America, you are punished for being a Christian. You can't believe in what you want to believe in. If liberals say this is America, you can do whatever you want, then why can't we? Why can't we say what we want? Just like that incident in, I believe, Nevada? At the Bundy Ranch. They had First Amendment circles where you had to stand in it to speak what you wanted to say. If I was there, I'd be outside the circle saying whatever the heck I want. You know why? Because it's my right. It's my constitutional right. It's like the shining on this.
Yeah. Again, the same thing with Phil Robertson. Is he has a view that is shared with approximately 50% of Americans, and he's not saying being gay is wrong. He's saying that it's a sin, and that's his biblical belief.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you're condemned for believing your religion,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what do we have left? It's ridiculous.
Exactly. I also believe that, like Phil said, he doesn't agree with what the homosexuals do. It doesn't mean he hates them. He just hates the sin of it. He doesn't hate anybody. He doesn't. And that's the sad part about how, America is now. I mean, everybody's afraid to offend anybody. You got all this political correctness, and that's just tyranny of America right now. What else should we talk about?
Well, I mean, going back to the political correctness now, we're going to have an amnesty debate, and you saw the result of people fearing amnesty in Virginia. Eric Cantor, one of the biggest Republicans in support of amnesty, gone. Gone. Eric Cantor is the House, will no longer be here at the end of July, but was the House Majority Leader. One of the second most powerful Republican in the country. The voters saw that he stood for something they didn't agree with.
Mm-hmm.
He's gone. And now Nancy Pelosi turning this into, that means the Republicans, they're fighting amongst themselves. You're darn right we are. Because we're sick and tired of the big government Republicans coming in and pushing stuff like amnesty, and then I believe it was Mitch McConnell who said, Obamacare is not necessarily a bad law, it's just certain parts. Baloney.
Mm-hmm.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah. Sounds like there's going to be a revolution in the GOP Tea Party.
It's long overdue.
Yeah.
And I believe that it started in 2010 with the Tea Party movement, but apparently it's 4 years later that's going to start picking up.
Yep.
But
exactly. I'm just ready for
overdue.
2016. I mean, need to take America back. I can't think of the guy that said that. I think it was Thomas Jefferson that said, "Government is the necessary evil."
Yeah.
And that's what the government is. I mean, of course you need some government, but they shouldn't be in your, oh my gosh, and they're in everything.
This proves, and this is why I don't understand why certain people don't vote. Everything is truly political.
Mm-hmm.
It's coming into sports now. That you can't say what you want to say, and you can't have a certain team name. It's ridiculous.
Exactly. Well, we're going to close it down here. This has been Sports Unlimited with the young Republicans of Franklin County Chairman David Buzzard. Sorry about that, and bye.